I think when a lot of people hear the term biohacking, they think of expensive protocols and expensive biohacks that are not accessible to everyone. And yes, a lot of biohackers spend thousands and thousands of dollars every single month to live better for longer, but you can still have a biohacking routine that's simple, affordable, and science-backed without spending thousands of dollars every single month. And so today I'm gonna show you 6 easy biohacks that you can add to your own protocol to improve your biomarkers. Ice baths are really popular in the longevity world, especially for recovery. But if you've ever looked into buying an ice bath, you will have seen that they can run you thousands and thousands of dollars. And so if you want to get the same recovery benefits that you can get from using an ice bath, the easiest and cheapest way to get the same exact benefits is by taking a cold shower. I hate getting in a cold body of water. It is one of my least favorite things to do, but after I get out of a cold shower, I have so much energy and I feel so good. And I love that I don't have to spend thousands of dollars to have an ice bath at my house. I can still get the same amazing benefits just by jumping in my shower when it's really cold. Just like a vibration plate or doing a morning walk, a cold shower is also amazing for circulation. And so whenever I do these, I do them in the morning because it really does boost your energy. It puts your body in that fight or flight mode. And so your blood starts pumping and it's a great way to naturally wake up. If you keep up with longevity and biohacking trends, then you've definitely heard of peptides. A lot of biohackers are using peptides as injectables or prescriptions, and peptides are usually pretty expensive. Peptides are short chains of amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks for protein. And so our bodies produce many different types of peptides naturally. One of the most popular peptides right now is GLP-1. GLP-1 is a hormone that's naturally produced in our gut, and it helps to support our blood sugar, and it also helps to tell our body when we're full. You can increase your body's natural production of GLP-1 through the foods that you eat, specifically by eating enough protein. When you eat enough protein, it signals to the body to release enough GLP-1 without any of the side effects or extreme cost of a peptide protocol. And so today I'm sharing the simplest way that we can do this through the foods we eat. This is what I like to call the GLP-1 scramble. If you want to support natural production of GLP-1, you want to make sure that you're eating high protein. And the best way to do this is by starting your day with a protein-rich breakfast. I started by scrambling 3 eggs, but you could do as many as you want. I scrambled these with a little bit of butter, a little bit of milk, and some salt and pepper. I put this on a bed of spinach, added some cottage cheese, added some sauerkraut, added half of an avocado for some healthy fats. Of course, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, a little sprinkle of salt, and I ended up drizzling a little bit of olive oil on here as well. This is delicious and is the best breakfast to keep you full all morning long and support natural production of GLP-1. One longevity gadget that I've been seeing everywhere is vibration plates. And the idea of a vibration plate is that it adds stimulation and it helps with blood flow. And so it's a really easy way to stimulate your body and get your blood moving first thing in the morning. But you do not need an expensive vibration plate to do the same exact thing. One of the easiest ways that you can do this is just by getting outside and going on a walk. And I would argue that going on a walk is even better because you're getting fresh air, you're listening to the birds, maybe you're getting a little bit of sun in your eyes, and you will still get the same exact benefits because you're getting your blood moving, your circulation going. And so instead of standing in my house inside on a vibration plate in the morning, I just come outside, I get natural, fresh air and a little bit of movement. Even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, it is the best way to start your day and 100% free. Another thing that I really like to do in the morning is light movement and mobility work. And sometimes I'm doing mobility work in the gym where that is my sole focus that day. And I think this has similar benefits to a vibration plate because you're working on your balance and you're focusing on how to find stability when you're not 100% stable, which makes you use different muscles and is really important for our balance's longevity. I also do these dead hangs every day to support my spine health. One of the most expensive trends in longevity right now is stem cells. And stem cells are naturally found in our body. What makes stem cells special is they have two abilities that other cells don't have. The first one is they're able to make copies of themselves. And then the second one is they're able to morph into any type of cell. And so because of that, they're really important for repair and recovery. We are all born with stem cells, and they're mainly found in our muscles, in our bone marrow, in our gut, and our skin. They're found all over our body. But as we age, stem cells become less efficient. And this is mainly due to chronic stress, bad sleep, not good workout habits, not eating enough protein. And this is why, as we age, injuries can linger for longer, and we maybe feel like things aren't recovering the same way. So the way that stem cell therapy works is you're either taking stem cells from your own body or from a donor, and you're injecting that back into your body with hopes of healing inflammation and aiding in recovery. But it is a very expensive and intensive protocol. The best way to support your own stem cells is to support the repair systems that the stem cells depend on. Resistance training is one of the best ways that we can do this. So when we resistance train, we're creating small micro tears in our muscles, and that signals to the body to repair, rebuild, and activate the muscle stem cells in the process. Heat exposure, like the sauna or even a hot bath, increases our heat shock proteins. It also improves our blood flow, and it helps nutrients reach tissue, which is essentially telling your cells to adapt and recover. And finally, we can't support our stem cells without the proper amount of protein intake. Protein provides all of the essential amino acids that we need for tissue repair and remodeling. And without enough protein, the signals don't matter because the body doesn't have the raw materials it needs to rebuild the tissue. So if you want stem cell related benefits without having to pursue expensive stem cell therapy, then focus on resistance training, heat exposure, and making sure you're getting enough protein. When you look around on social media or online, you'll see red light panels and masks that cost anywhere from a few $100s to a few $1,000s. And red light therapy is great. But if you don't have access to red light therapy, sunlight is the original red light therapy. Early morning and late day sunlight naturally deliver more red and near infrared wavelengths. These wavelengths are important because they penetrate deeper into the body and they help to support our mitochondria. Watching the sunrise and the sunset isn't just great for your circadian rhythm, it also helps with your melatonin timing, your energy levels, and your overall hormone regulation. And red light therapies can be super useful, but for beginners, sunlight is free. Every day, I try to catch either the sunrise or the sunset, and I always prioritize getting my eyes and my face into that light for a few minutes. It's so simple, and it gives you so many of the benefits that red light therapy does without needing any expensive equipment. I want to end this video with one thing that I don't think is a quick fix, and I absolutely think is worth the money, which is blood work and labs. Blood work and labs are the best way to really understand what is going on inside of your body. And it is the easiest way to build a protocol that your body actually needs rather than just guessing what your body needs. And although there is an added cost to getting labs done and getting those labs reviewed by doctors, I think it's super, super important so that you know that what you're doing is actually having the right results. I personally use Function Health to do all of my labs and all of my blood work, and I do have a code. I'll leave that in the description if you're interested in checking that out. I think a service like Function Health is really helpful because it will tell you exactly what's going on in your blood work, and it kind of breaks it down for you and makes it really digestible. But I also recommend taking this to your actual doctor and asking them to help you build a longevity protocol. If I had to choose one place to invest in, it would be to do consistent blood work and labs so that I can use science as a guide to improve my health. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.